This is for you, sensitive, intuitive empaths, highly sensitive people. Because we so easily end up self-sabotaging our lives and our health, and we're putting ourselves easily down when we have been very bullied and abused, disrespected, and if we have gone through narcissistic abuse experiences ever since childhood, the childhood trauma impact can be so lasting, that it's so long lasting within you that it's also automatically creating these feelings and thoughts and emotions of shame and fear and guilt. So this can mean that you can be still carrying all of that guilt that was projected onto you, especially if you have had narcissistic parents and you have been very bullied. As chosen ones, earth angels, yes, starseeds, yes, we usually feel like we're the outsiders, like there's something wrong with us. But because I'm here to help and I'm here to tell you the truth, to break those illusions so that you can live a better, a healthier, happier life, a safer life for yourself, that you can understand that the projections from others, they are simply that. They are only reflections of them and projections of their pain, their trauma, their issues. So it is not about you. And so this was just coming to me, this download, this thought that's made me record this video in case you need to hear this truth. Because you can be battling with this. You can even have sleepless nights. If you're asking yourself over and over, am I narcissistic? Am I such an awful person? How they made me feel? How my narcissistic mother or father made me feel? Am I that toxic person? Am I such a bad person that I deserve this abuse and disrespect and all of this bullying? That these people have been calling me names, calling me a narcissist, calling me ugly, or, telling me that I cannot do or say certain things, that I cannot be myself. So this is so powerful. This is a real liberation from that prison, that mental, emotional, spiritual prison that you are in, because they have put you there. So it's no wonder if you're feeling like you're the guilty one, like you're the bad guy, because that is who they have made you to be, because they are being the bad guy. So you cannot be a narcissistic person, first of all, if you are wondering about it, if you are narcissistic or not. Narcissists do not look in the mirror. They do not take accountability and responsibility. Or it would be a huge miracle if that happened. They do not look at themselves and wonder, am I narcissistic? And they do not feel any genuine guilt or fear, empathy, compassion, true happiness, true love, true peace of mind, true stability within. They cannot possess these things. So that also sets you apart from them in a big, big way. So if you are at all wondering, as a sensitive, intuitive, emotional, spiritual being, you're wondering about this, no, you are not narcissistic. You don't have a problem to admit when you are doing something wrong. Because a narcissist has a big issue with looking at themselves and admitting to be at fault. A healthy, responsible, a mature adult has manners, and they know how to apologize. They know when they need to apologize, when they need to take accountability of and responsibility of their own actions, how they have been treating others, how they have been behaving. That is a big green flag in a person. It is a sign that you're dealing with a stable, mature adult who has their manners in place. They can take accountability and responsibility when you, for example, call them out and tell them your boundary, tell them that you did this mistake. So, yes, they do. So again, if you're wondering if you are a narcissistic person or not, this is a big sign to tell you apart from a narcissist. If you ask yourself, how do I react, and do I take accountability and responsibility of my own actions, how I'm treating others, how I'm behaving? If the answer is yes, then you are not a narcissist. Like I said, a narcissist will not ever fully take accountability and responsibility, and they simply cannot apologize or say sorry from the heart, from the soul. If they do that, it is fake. It is usually just gaslighting and manipulation and hoovering to get what they want from you. It's not anything authentic, but you are authentic. When you have no problem of admitting your mistakes, when you clearly see that you need to, or you have no problem in paying attention to whatever somebody's trying to twist into being toxic, when it's really not toxic. You have no problem confronting these things, and you are a trauma survivor, a trauma victim. So these are big signs that you are not a narcissist, because a narcissist they cannot ever say out loud that I'm traumatized, that I have inner child wounds, inner child trauma. I'm sorry, I made a mistake. They just don't do that. And of course, the number one signs that you are an empath, an intuitive person, a deeply feeling, a deep thinker. You're sensitive, and you have a deeply emotional inner world within you, and you just crave for peace and joy and, to have a happy, fun life. So you can tell yourself apart. So these things will really support your mental health when you want to really free yourself from all of that abuse and bullying and trauma that likely has lasted for years, ever since childhood for you. And you have always been supporting others. You have always usually answered the phone, for example, or texted back, replied to messages when you notice that you have some. So you have always loved to support others. That is what we do. That is how we are, that we're naturally validating other people's experiences and emotions and thoughts and feelings. But this is, why now as an adult you have to be there for yourself as well. So you have to learn to support yourself first. Like they say, you need to put your oxygen mask on first before you put on your kids, because how can you ever take care of others if you do not take care of yourself? Because again, that manipulation, that trauma, those inner wounds, that childhood trauma, all of that manipulation, gaslighting, that you've been blamed, you've been scapegoated, you've been projected on all your life. As much as it helps to realize and know that it is a part of being a chosen one, an earth angel, a starseed, a sensitive person, it doesn't make it any less painful. So you're the one who has had to live with that trauma and that pain. And there is no excuse for that. No matter how much you want to understand the bully, the abuser. So you must know already that I'm here to help. So you can book a one-on-one call with me, or for example, purchase my self-help book. Grab my Boundaries Bootcamp guide, for example, and start planning your new life, because you need to be taking those action steps. Something has to happen so that you can get there. And it's about time that you stop wallowing in the pain, you stop being stuck, and instead you're just liberating yourself from that person that you thought that was impossible to get out of. But it is possible. I've done it for myself, and I can help you too. So don't hesitate to get in touch with me. Book my consultation, for example, for free, and let's start working on your life.